In this presentation, we will see the shareholders related process. So first we have to open the company from the master. We can just select any of the company and click on open button. Here we have to click on masters. So we will see all these masters. First, we have to update the capital structure. Authorized, issued, subscribed and paid up. First of all, we have to update these capitals. So in authorized, we have to add the details since the incorporation. If you don't want to enter the details from incorporation, you can pick any record date from where you want to add and proceed. So I have checked the incorporation date. When I click on add entry, I just have to give the event date, which will be the incorporation date in my case. Let's say 10,000 shares at the incorporation. I don't have to select any classes here if I don't have any specific class. Okay, equity shares will be automatically generated by the system. If you want to add increment in the capital, then you can click on add entry button. I'm just updating this company's data to see if there's any change. Okay, so the capital is 10 lakh. We have added 1 lakh so far. Let's say we have an increment in this authorized capital on 1st January. So we enter the increased number of shares here, 90,000, nominal value. Here we'll have to enter the details of the meetings in which this agenda is approved for increase in authorized capital. So first we enter the details of board meeting. If we have added any meeting already, then we will select yes and select it from the drop down. If no, we select no and we enter the date of the meeting. It will automatically create this meeting in the system and the necessary resolutions will also be added in those meetings. So this is how the second entry is added. First is of incorporation date, second is of the increment date. So this is added and we can check the cumulative total as well when we scroll to the right side. So if there's any other increment, we can just go to add and repeat the process. Now we have to add the issued capital. We click on add entry button and the first entry as I am adding is of incorporation. So event date will be the incorporation date. If there's any allotment, then we have to take the date of issuance accordingly. Here we can select with or without voting rights and enter the number of shares and nominal value. If there's any specific class which is added, then only we have to select the class, else we have to leave that blank. If there's any other allotment, we can just click on the add entry button, and import from paid up capital is also available. If we have added there, we can import here as well. Same way, we have to add the subscribed capital, add entry, click on the add entry button, take the event date, which is incorporation in case of first entry, and number of shares, the nominal value. The class now we have to select from the drop down because we had selected with voting rights earlier. So with voting rights we have selected. This is how the capital is added in subscribed capital as well. Now we go to the paid up capital. In paid up capital, we get this add entry option for one entry only, which will be the date of incorporation's entry. From next onwards, the add entry option will be removed from here because the capital will be automatically fetched as per the entries that we make. If we make allotment, it will be automatically fetched here from allotment. Add entry button is removed from here. The next step after adding the capital is to add the shareholder. So we click on the shareholder from the masters. Here we have import from Excel button as well and import from Spice as well, and the manual add shareholder option as well. According to the requirement, we can select. So for adding shareholder, we just have to select, the name that we have added so far. So I've taken one name. Now MOA subscriber or subsequent shareholder, we have to select this. And date of becoming member, in case of incorporation, it will be the date of incorporation, and in case of further allotment, it will be the date of allotment. In case of share transfer, it will be the date of share transfer. We select all these status and mode of holding and the type of share. Type of share will only show if we have added the capital. See, I added the capital 10,000, but here I entered 50,000. So system is giving an error because only 10,000 is available in the paid up. So I say 5,000 here and folio number 1 we can add. If this person is holding shares on behalf of someone else, we can select accordingly yes and no and submit. In the same manner, we will add the second shareholder as well. The shareholders data we have to add in the chronological order only. The transactions as the company has done, we have to enter the details in that same order. So first we have to complete the details of incorporation, and then we move forward to any allotment or share transfer as the case may be. So we just enter all these particulars of the second shareholder and proceed. So this is done. 2 shareholders are added, as you can see. Now the share certificates. The share certificates we have to add using this add detail showing at the right side of this table. This add detail will only show for MOA subscribers. It will not show here for the subsequent shareholder. So for MOA subscriber, we can add the share certificates from this window. We enter any date that we want for the issuance of the certificates. And later the subscription amount, if we have received, we have to enter the date of receipt here and the amount that has been received. Then we can select the directors as a signatory, premium amount if any, and how many certificates we want. Let's say if we add 2 here, then 2 rows are showing here. We can add the denomination. 5,000 is the total shares, 2,500 each I have added. Certificates and distinctive numbers are automatically calculated. Edit detail is now showing for first one because we have added, and add detail is showing for the second one because for second shareholder we have not added. So we repeat the process, enter the data. Let's say for this particular shareholder, we take 5 certificates here. So 5 rows will open and we enter the denomination that we want per share certificate. Let's say 1,000 shares for each certificate. As you can see, the denomination of just we entered and the certificate number and distinctive numbers are automatically calculated. If we see any wrong data here, we have to rectify it here only. After adding the certificates, you cannot edit any detail. So it's important to verify the details before clicking on the submit button. Now we open the share certificate master, so we will see the certificates that we have added so far here. As you can see, all the certificates that we have added, we can see here, we can download as well from here. Now let's go back to the shareholder master. So here a report is available. So after each transaction, you can update this report and see the exact shareholding pattern of the company. At present, we have only added incorporation data. So this is showing here. We can export this into Excel and PDF as well. Now let's say there is a further transaction in the company. So we click on the shareholder management. Here we will see all the shares related corporate action like allotment, transfer, transmission, split, everything which is available at the moment on ComplyRelax can be seen. So if we click on allotment, we have these many allotment options available at the moment. So for example, we add any private placement. So add allotment button we have to click. Based on the type of share and the date of allotment, we will see the list of prospective allottees here. So date of allotment and type of share, once we select, we will see the drop down of the allottees. If we have not added any shareholder yet to which we are allotting, we have to first add that person in the shareholder master. So we come back to the shareholder master and click on add button. Let's say we add this third shareholder here. Now the subscription we will have to select as subsequent shareholder because this person is getting shares in allotment. Date of becoming member we have to enter according to the allotment. If this person is getting shares from transfer, then we enter the date of transfer here. We select the status from the drop down and the mode of shareholding, and again the type of shares we select according to our requirement. The number of shares subscribed at incorporation will be 0 because this person is getting shares on allotment. He is a subsequent shareholder. 0 it will be. Folio number we will have to add. Once we save this data, this person's name will also start appearing in the allotment window. So we will be able to select this person as an allottee. And as you can see, add certificate button is not showing for this person because as I have mentioned earlier, for MOA subscriber only this add button shows here. For allotment, the certificates will also be added in the allotment section. So we go back to the allotment, private placement and add allotment. Now let's add the details of this allotment to see the further process. So we can select these things according to our requirement, and then we have to click on add allottee for the number of allottees that we have. We will get the drop down here, so we select the names from the drop down. We enter the quantity that we want to allot to this person. let's say 10,000 to every allottee, and then submit. In the next tabs, category, offer period, meeting details, we can add all these details if we want to generate the documents. If not, you can leave it as it is. So as you can see in the document section, you will see all the documents which are required. Here we have added these quick hints as well, so that user can read and understand. For adding the share certificates, we have to click on the date of allotment. When we click on the date of allotment, we will get this table wherein we will see all the allottees, the quantity that the company has offered, and the allotted quantity. Here we can still edit and delete these quantities as well. And for adding the certificate, add certificate button we have to click upon. We have to enter the date of issue and the other details that we want to add. Let's say we add one certificate. As you can see, the certificate number and distinctive numbers are auto-populated. We repeat the process for the other two allottees as well. Click on add details and enter the details of the certificates. One certificate for this allottee and submit. Same process for the next allottee. Submit button we have to click upon, and now we see we have added for all these allottees. If we want, we can still edit these details because we have not approved. This approve certificate button will show to the admin or someone who has this access. So when you click on approve button, you will see the details that you have added. If you want to change any details, you can still do by clicking on edit button. After approving, you will not be able to edit any certificate related detail. So we have approved the certificates. Now let's go to the share certificate master. The certificates that we have approved will start showing here. As you can see, 8, 9 and 10. This report we can again generate. We have to click on update button to get the latest detail. And as you can see, after the incorporation, the allotment is also showing with all the details that we have added and the current position as well after the allotment. So this is very useful for tracking the shareholding pattern of company. If we want the register of member, that is also generated. We just go to the reports and then statutory register and select MGT1. Here you see nothing has been added in this register manually. Each and every detail of this register is auto-populated based on the transactions that we have added. We have added 3 shareholders. So these 3 folios are showing here along with the transactions as well, subscription and the allotment as well. So the register gets auto-populated based on the data. If we check the capital structure, so in authorized, we had already added these 2 entries. In issued, now this import from paid up we can use because the allotment entry is automatically populated in the paid up capital. So we can import it here in the issued capital as well. So there's no need to enter it manually. Same with the subscribed capital, we can import the paid up capitals entry here. And in the paid up, it will be auto-populated. As you can see, private placement tag is showing here and it's auto-populated along with the correct details. So this is how we can add all the shareholder related details. If we want to add any other transactions, we can just go to the shareholder management, like share transfer if we want to add, import from Excel and add manual. Both options are available. If we see the manual options, we have to select the type, demat or physical, and then the meeting in which we want to add this share transfer. So let's say we add a new meeting of 10th February. We select the type and the date of transfer. Based on these details, we will see the transferor and transferees list. And when we select the transferor, we will see the certificates detail. If we have not added the certificates, we will not be able to proceed with the share transfer. So you need to ensure that on the date of transfer, this particular transferor have, some certificates. So if you enter the quantity and you select the certificate that you want to transfer, you can just click on submit button. And if you want, you can fill up these extra details as well, like share transfer, consideration, etc. When you submit, this entry will be saved. As you can see, the transferor, transferee and the quantity is showing here. When we click on the name of transferor, we will see the documents, SH4 and the resolution. Both these documents are auto-populated based on the data that we have added. So let's click on the resolution. So this resolution is also added. We can just go to the meeting and complete the remaining details. So this is how we can add all the shareholder related transactions. Anything that you want to do, it can be managed from here, and it will automatically be populated in the register of members as well.